Olá, eu sou a Estelar. Bem-vindo ao canal Somos Nós. Ao final do vídeo, não esqueça de deixar o like e compartilhar.
Hi to everyone. I would like to follow up after my video about the deception of the grays throughout QHHT sessions. Quantum hypnosis, if you want. There can be a lot of confusion because what I was explaining in detail in this video is that many people have been abducted these last decades and have been put in contact with grays or with hybrids. It's a consciousness link. You are dealing with an intelligence that computes way more faster than yours. A different intelligence that is not human, okay? The grays have been expelled from the star system. The big Orion superhive has collapsed. But nonetheless, some people have been installed implants to link with grays or consciousness link because they've been abducted. Well, when these people go for a quantum hypnosis session, they bring with them these links with a gray or a group of grays who can be remotely in another galaxy. You know, it's quantum entanglement. That's how it works, this technology. The practitioner, the quantum hypnotherapist, can be the best in the world, can have the best protection. Nonetheless, the client brings the gray with them. They bring their connection with them. It's like coming with your mobile phone, you know, but the mobile phone is switched on and inside. Okay. These entities have they are within you. They have access to everything in you, so they can pretend to be you. They can pretend to be you in another life. They can pretend to be your higher self. They can pretend to be your deceased mother or grandfather or so and so. That is very disturbing. How can we know it is the higher self talking or a deception? Well, look at the fruits. When you cannot identify the type of the tree, look at the fruits. What narrative do these entities give to you? Okay. Here are examples of the narratives that these entities give in a session that the higher self would never, ever do. They foretell an alleged catastrophic future with solar flash, catastrophic event, and they encourage people to escape Earth on board ships that would come to save them. It's not going to happen. It's to install fear. Fear equals control. And in the case if that would happen, don't go on these ships, because this is a culling. Okay, that's one narrative. The second narrative, welcome the gray hybrids. They are us from the future. They're not. The future is humans. Are we grays? No, we don't look like grays. We look like humans. So by what magic would we look like grays in the future? Gray is either reptiloid or either insectoid genetics. It's not human, okay? So a gray soul cannot incarnate into human DNA. It's not possible. It doesn't match. Why? Because you need to have the matching frequency in the DNA. and we're not grays. That's why the little spider things in the poking stuff were for, to transpond, but to the high, but it's not happening. So it's that, can forget about that. They're not us from the future. That's a freaking lie. And there are programmed people who spread this narrative now, and I've been working very hard for it. They are deceivers. Do they know they are? Maybe, maybe not. I do not know, but it doesn't matter. The Greys never were a dying race, or when they all pretend the zeta reticuli, the Zgrog, they are enslaved and cloned, and there's no more anyone biologic in zeta reticuli now. They were all enslaved to the Orion hive. They're not us from the future. They were not a dying race. The Orion group slaughtered them and made of them slave clones, synthetics. The old dying race thing, it's bullshit. Oh, yes, honestly, it is. It is. That's how they tried to trick the MJ-12 in 1955. They managed it. That's bullshit. You're dealing with the champions, the galactic champions of deception, the Eban, ladies and gentlemen. Betelgeuse toll assholes. Grace, sorry. Don't get me started. But that. What else as a narrative? Oh, yes, I want to end up by that. 70 years of abduction by the Orion group. 70 years. Per year, about 1 million people abducted. 70 to maybe 100 million people abducted. That's a lot. That to help renewing the race, to reinfuse the DNA with human DNA because they're us from the future, which they're not. To regenerate an altered dying out DNA, you need one male, one female. That's it. 2 people, not 70 million, 70,000 million. So I don't know. Okay. So that, no, that's a narrative they can push. Yeah. The whole welcome the hybrid thing, it's bullshit. It's a Trojan horse. They want to come back. The Galactic Federation of Worlds has last year changed their prime directive that if you fall for it, it's now considered as manipulation and coercion, and they can intervene. So anyways, when you have this narrative pushed, well, means there's a gray behind. Okay. Another narrative that is pushed through this QHHT by Gray's influence. Galactic Federation of Light doesn't exist. It's an Orion group creation. The Jerusalem ship was soul trap ship. You would go there by consciousness on this imaginary ship, which is not really imaginary, it's a soul trap, and you would be entrapped. What other narratives they push? Well, all the savior narrative, Sananda, Saint Germain, and they used it. We need to stop with that. Okay? Okay. We are our own saviors. The Galactic Federation of Worlds is waiting, hoping that you do the job. And you know what the job is? Work for a better world by changing yourself first into the frequency of love. Love for yourself, acceptance of who you are, and discovery of who you truly are. Connect with your higher self and vibrate on a vibration, a frequency of love. And when you do that, you have changed the world around you. You are an anchor for the future. Teach that, pass it on around you. Respect, unity, help each other. Look who needs your help and give it. It is when we will all help each other and be together as a family. Stop arguing, but instead discussing ideas. Stop arguing. Stop pointing fingers. Stop saying horrible things against one another. That is the manipulation of the desperate losing enemy. So that is what I wanted to add. I hope it's more clear now. Look at the fruits. Gray, welcome the gray hybrid. No. Galactic Federation of Light doesn't exist. Jerusalem ship, Sananda, Saint Germain, it's all okay, made up. The grays are behind all of this. Yes. And you know how it works. They start by enrolling people into love and light narrative, and then they spread this, and everyone eats it. Cults do that. Political movements do that. They all do that. The Greys also, and they're very good at it. Very good at it. So I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Okay? There's no therapy with Greys. We haven't been a Grey, or we have been any contract with Greys. Let's stop that. That's all manipulation. When a Grey intervenes in a quantum hypnosis session, cast it out. Use the F word to cast this entity out. I do not consent to your interaction. Do not come and bother me. We are doing serious stuff here. Go away. There's no, it's like narcissists. They're like exactly like narcissistic perverts. That's the grace. You don't compromise with them. You don't discuss with them. You just go away and you just slam the door on them. Okay? So I hope it helps. Stay safe. And it's not easy. Okay? It's not easy. That's the point. Through the fire, the best swords are forged.